light your flames. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Let me levitate into your dreams. I will make love so cosmically. Take off my flesh, you don't need the rest. I'm a man who's the best, so take your guess. Is it me? The purple man. Jesus was the purple man, living in a desert, purple land. Snake bite to the head, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Next slide, Chewy. I just sweep all the leftover Greek that they're too afraid to sneak a peek. No, I ain't monetized, so look into my eyes. The truth never dies, the Medea is the real Christ. I got fired for all my lies and sexual assault. It's not my fault. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. No, goddammit, no. Do you understand? All these sexy guardians are engaging my flights. The standard translations are just a mistake. God is in hedonism and perversion, not the saints. Scholars in the back alley taking the bait. Pants around their ankles, I'm the one no one can debate. Jesus was the purple man, snake bite to the hand. Died because he missed the bland. It's Jesus, the purple man, living in a purple land. Disciplines waiting on hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Wait, no, stop, I didn't attack those girls, baby. No, I didn't become a janitor to be closer to impressionable young women. I'm a classicist. Yeah, the assault was all made up because they don't want you to know the truth about the 30,000 Christ Jews. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. It's Jesus, the purple man. It's Jesus, the purple man.
My fellow Americans, I have just signed an executive order that declares Kyle White is a tranny-loving, foot-fucking taco nigger who lets a angry redneck named Ray Wombat clap his cheeks.
Warning, we are not responsible for any booty shaking, titty licking, drinking, cheating, or any other irresponsible actions you're about to watch.
My fellow American.
People think I'm gay. Let's boogie. Dr. Till is a racist.
Are you living somewhere you rent?
You know how tight a virgin black ass is?
Yeah.
You can't act black.
This lady right here, she's black. But really, it's a CIA mask. She's doing CIA blackface.
Ministry of Duds.
Subtitles.
Turns out, the Westboro Baptist Church was right all along. Jesus is a guy who walked around with 12 children.
So let me get to the real. I think I'm the dumbest person in the world.
The path of a lesbian is truly a hard and lonely one.
This guy actually believes he's boiling people and roasting people on the internet.
My fellow Americans, just today, I have signed an executive order that officially declares the Ministry of Dude as the official religion of the United States.
Trump, 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 Trump. Welcome everybody back to the fucking show. How's it going?
Hell yeah.
As you can see, we've had some fun with the new Trump to AI. Oh yeah. In case you missed at the beginning, where's the other one? Hold on, I gotta get the other one. This is probably
My fellow Americans.
This is probably the better one, honestly. This is another announcement from Trump.
My fellow Americans. I have just signed an executive order that declares Kyle White is a tranny-loving, foot-fucking taco nigger who lets a angry redneck named Ray Wombat clap his cheeks.
Oh my God. Damn, Trump. God damn, Trump. Coming in hot today. Oh my God.
He's a grrr.
Oh, God damn. Hit that like button, y'all. Share this link on all your favorite social media. And, of course, the best way to help support this stupid fucking show is by going to streamlabs.com/MrDude and all that shit. It's down there in the comments. You know where it's at. How we doing tonight, guys? Where the fuck is Kyle? Kyle! Kyle!
He's probably with Ray right now.
Kyle! Yo, what up, Nacho? All right, guys. Well, while we wait for Kyle and all these other motherfuckers who take forever to show up, I've got some things we are going to discuss tonight. Oh, my God. New info on the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively case has surfaced. That's right. I actually watched the video that Kyle sent me yesterday. Unlike him, who just sent me a hour-long video and said, it's in there somewhere. Kim was messaging me earlier. It was like, yeah, and then Kyle came in, had a prep clip, fucking pissed me off. I fucking love Kim. He's mad at everything. Oh, shit. All right, so we got some new developments in that case. And we've got a couple of videos we're going to get to beforehand, though. And we also have a development. No timestamp Kyle. That's his name. That's his new name. We have a new development in the Amelia Perez story. That's right. The transgender cartel leader that cuts his dick off to escape justice and then finds his own murder victims like it was a charity. Well, the lead actor of that, Carla Sofia Gascon, is under fire now for old tweets slamming Islam and calling George Floyd a hustler? Whoa. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to like this person. They're a nut job. They cut their penis off to be a woman. I'm not supposed to be agreeing with this person. Says the old social media hosts are threatening to upend Netflix's Oscar Oh my God. Fat Cake Boy, this movie was on the track to be Best Picture of the Year. It's got everything Hollywood needs for a virtue signal this year. Mexican and trans. And musical, I guess. I don't know. That usually doesn't win Best Picture, but it feels like that was like the cherry on the top.
Best musical.
Oh, yeah, because there's like two. Who's been riding a wave of positivity, and for being the first openly transgender performer to ever receive an Academy Award nomination. Major Hollywood trade publications are running with the story as Oscar voters prepare to cast their final ballots starting in February. Oh, it's still that far away? I, for some reason, thought it was like a couple of weeks away. I guess that is a couple weeks away, isn't it? Let's see. Let's check out some of these old tweets. Let's take a look at some.
Are they still going to do the Oscars with even with the fire and everything?
Oh yeah, they'll just move the fire next door like they did with the homeless people last year. So here it is translated. New attack in France, beheadings in Nice by one of these retarded followers of Allah. Oh my God. Okay. All right. How many times will we have to expel these madmen from Europe until we realize that their religion is incompatible with Western values? We do not learn. Thank you,
Erdogan.
Erdogan.
Erdogan. That's Turkey's president.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. It's Erdogan. Wow. Was this person trans when he said all this shit, or
yes? Look,
was he trans when he said it? He, she, it said it. If
Islam is becoming a hotbed of infection for humanity that urgently needs to be. What the fuck, dude? I'm not supposed to be agreeing with this lunatic.
Based.
How? You know what?
Based taco lunatic.
This person only makes sense when you realize that they're very confused, and so the fact that they're confusing is actually makes sense. So that's really weird. Oh shit, we got a Kyle White in the house. He's booting up his camera, folks.
Kyle White.
He says, hold! Hold! Alright, here's another one. Let me pull this one up a little closer. How many more times will history have to expel the Moors from Spain? We have not yet realized what the threat of civilization means, which constantly attacks the freedom and coherence of the individual. It's not about racism, it's about Islam. Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck?
I know, right?
I mean, based, but again, I'm very confused. This person is trans, so I mean, I guess trans people could also hate Muslims. I guess it's not exclusive to people who are actually based.
I think Jim. From what I heard, Jim Norton's trans wife, is kind of based. So I don't know.
It's really weird. I was listening to a clip of Jim Norton on Legion of Skanks today. Him and Anthony Cumia got back together for Legion of Skanks, and they were like, "Oh yeah, your wife," and he went. He's like, so-called wife.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so confused. These people are reprobates, but they're not hiding it anymore, and they're just like okay with it. It's like, I guess I should just be happy that they're not like denying reality anymore, right? Should be thankful for what I'm getting. All right, here's the last one. Islam is wonderful without any kind of sexism. Women are respected, and when they are respected a lot, they leave a little square on their face so that their eyes and mouth can be seen. But only if they behave well. Although they dress like that for pleasure. What a deep, disgusting humanity.
Damn.
You know what that... Dude. Does that not look like John from The Incredible Sulk?
Yeah, I think that is John.
Well, I knew Jess was a loyal wife. I didn't realize she was this loyal.
Supremely loyal.
Face
sulking John.
Dude, that's wild though. Like, I would not have guessed that would have been something that came out of that person's mouth. In one tweet from November 2020, the actor wrote, "I'm sorry, is it just my impression or is there more Muslims in Spain?"
Jesus.
This is just Ray Wombat as a woman now, or as a trans woman. This is what this person would be if Ray just cut off his dick. This is, every time I go to pick up my daughter from school, there are more women with their hair covered and their skirts down to their heels. Next year, instead of English, we'll have to teach Arabic.
based.
Islam is
Wow.
marvelous. Here's another one. Islam is marvelous. Oh shit, we got an Eric Fitzpatrick in the house.
Oh man, when did Kyle get here?
Like 20 minutes ago. He's been like this for a while. So Eric, you're just in time. Do you remember the weird tranny movie that I was like obsessed with a couple weeks ago? It's a music.
No.
It's a Spanish language musical. Oh my god. Yo, what up, AP? It's a Spanish language musical called
I just
Emilia
always
Perez.
remember that one weird movie you always tried to get us to watch where the guy, or it wasn't a person, it was like a monster and his penis stretched.
Oh yeah.
And was like playing something.
I can't remember. There was something in French. It was like puppets. There was like a dog man that had
why is it always
penis
the
with his-
French?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is the best song, from the movie, and it's the only. It just also happens to be the only song in English. Okay, Eric. So this is a movie that's a musical. It's on Netflix. It has 13 Oscar nominations. This movie that I'm about to show you a clip from has 13 Oscar nominations, and it is about a cartel leader who hires a lawyer, played by Zoe Saldana, Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
to facilitate his transition into becoming a woman, and also faking his own death, and also shipping his wife off to Norway.
Oh, I think I've seen like a clip of this somewhere. I was like, well, that sounds stupid.
It is, Eric, is the funniest movie of the year. The movie ends with the tranny, his ex-wife, and her new boyfriend all in a car. The tranny's in the trunk, and it flies off of a cliff and explodes. That's the ending of the fucking movie.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that all the way.
Amelia, the transgender woman, has been kidnapped, and she's been stuffed in the trunk of a car. Her ex-wife, played by Selena Gomez, is in the passenger seat. Her new boyfriend, Gustavo, is driving, and they're trying to escape a gun battle, right?
Okay.
Zoe Saldana is chasing him. They go up this cliff, and Selena Gomez pulls a gun on the guy and argue about, because she just found out that Amelia Perez is actually her what she thought was her dead husband, and the car goes out of control and careens off the cliff. It explodes down in the canyon below. And then
like Thelma and Louise?
Kind of. And then the movie ends with a parade of Mexicans carrying a giant Amelia Perez puppet through the streets. I'm not even kidding, dude. This movie's absolutely 100% real. All right. This is my favorite song. This is the only quote-unquote banger of the movie as well.
Wait a second. The way you just described me, is this like a version of Once Upon a Time in Mexico? Like when Johnny Depp locks his eyes and shit like that?
No, this movie starts off with people naming items, just regular household items in Spanish, and it's considered a song.
Huh?
Microwave, coffee maker, doormat. Like, seriously, that's like the lyrics to the first song in this movie.
Is it Spanish mumble rap?
No, it's Spanish musical music, like the orchestra and like the.
Do they have accordions?
No, but here, this is like I said, this is the
It's
only.
not Mexican music. Then if they don't have fucking accordions, it's
Eric,
not fucking Mexican music.
It's a movie about Mexicans, starring a Dominican, directed by a Frenchman, filmed in Spain.
You could have stopped at the director being French, okay?
Chuck Norris Gun says, and this is Oscar favorite. Yes, this has 13 Oscar nominations. 13. The Return of the King, I think, got 5.
Like, France has so many problems. I think we
Most
should
of them child predators.
we should put just a wall around that and then make it pedophilia fucking prison.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get the Eiffel Tower, dude. You get to be in child
I think that was
molested
Europe's original
prison,
plan.
Eiffel Tower.
All right, so I'm going to play this.
Rita, bueno, el jefe está con el cliente. Están esperando.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roger, Captain.
And Eric, this song is called Vaginoplasty.
According to our flight plan.
Yes.
How is that even a name for a song?
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina. Is it for you?
This is an actual movie that has 13 Oscar nominations, Eric.
This is terrible. For what?
For being brave.
It's a terrible song.
No, it gets good. It gets good. Well,
no, it doesn't.
It gets catchy.
This is just another version of the old school Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory movie. All these people could be Oompa
the
Loompas.
Chocolate Factory is the giant wound.
The chocolate
and the
factory
chocolate is coagulated blood.
the chocolate and candy factory actually produced something that people loved. That's the difference.
Yeah. Let's check this out.
For me.
What would you like to know about it, ma?
I want to know it all. What is the protocol? The techniques and the
I've
risks.
jerked off to Zoe Saldana before.
Dude, she gives it her all in this movie. She really does. And it's not enough. You want to beef which?
Why did they make her look so
How much
ugly?
time do you
I
need?
don't know. She lost a lot of weight. She's so skinny.
Wait, is she supposed to be trans?
No. She's the lawyer that's procuring.
So she's actually a woman, right?
She's a woman. That's
In
why,
this
like, the
movie?
guy was like, "For you," she's like, "No." Like, that's like, really? You put a burn in your song? I don't know what this. Aaron, there's a song in this movie where the trans woman gets a new girlfriend and sings a love song to her and sees her hand on the table and her giant fucking mitt with pedicured nails, fake acrylic nails, comes into camera and like dwarfs it's like the spaceship from Star Wars, but with nails.
Here's what I don't understand. It's like she is pretty enough that even in like what's that movie, Guardians of the Galaxies, they made her green, and she was still attractive, but she's in a business suit
Again, it's she's too skinny. She's got to be down below like near 100 pounds. Like, and she's like a pretty tall for a woman.
I don't know how tall she is, so.
I mean, she's taller than an Asian guy.
I mean, that's not saying much.
Well, he's probably like 5'5", so she's at least
what's Frozen,
5'7",
like
5'8",
5'6",
5'1", 5'2", 4'8". I don't know.
Mammoplasty.
Yes.
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Oh my God! You know what she reminds me of?
A scarecrow.
No, what was Matthew McConaughey where he played that age?
Oh, Dallas Buyers
Remember?
Club?
Yeah.
She's in Lesbian Buyers Club?
That's the Lesbian Buyers Club version of Zoe Saldana.
That's pretty funny.
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Yes.
Control laryngoplasty.
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes.
Dude, okay, so this is where the song gets really catchy. But he's just like listing off plasties, and he gets to Adam's apple reduction, and she's like, yes. I'm like, is that not offensive to trans people?
No,
I feel like it'd be very offensive to...
It seems very dangerous.
Well, it seems very offensive to like suggest that someone definitely needs like wouldn't like a trans person want to be like, oh, well, you don't need an apple reduction. You look like a woman already. Like, I feel like they would be very like this movie. From all I could tell, I've watched a couple of reviews of this movie from gay and trans reviewers. Best I can tell, they find this movie highly offensive.
Like, I don't really understand that. It's because like doctors aren't supposed to hurt you, right? Like that's supposed to be their first rule or something like that.
Do no harm.
And it's like, and I don't
temptation.
know what an Adam's apple does, but I'm assuming it holds your throat open to where it's supposed to be.
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm not really certain what an Adam's apple does.
But I'd be like, why am I trying to fuck with it?
Yeah. AP says
worked.
this timeline's Gamora sucks. Look at her face. Look at her. This is a perfect pause.
Yes. Yes.
I have a question. Is this like a movie that's supposed to be at the end like, yeah, all
It
this
takes
shit
itself
is good?
incredibly serious.
Because this seems like kind of like an 80s movie where they were commentating on society and in the end it ends up all bad.
Eric, this movie takes itself. Okay, there's a scene in this movie where it's 3 years after the surgeries. Zoe Saldana has moved on with her life. She's now living in London, right? She goes to this swanky dinner party. And she's sitting there, and she's, being all like a lady and stuff, fussing with her fucking silverware. And there's just like this deep voice from off camera goes, "Are you English?" And she turns, and there's a linebacker in a dress.
You don't want to know the fucking story of the movie. Finally, my fucking camera app updated, and then I thought it was like, oh, just gonna be on voice, but then I couldn't open OBS.
So all this, Eric, was just backstory.
So it ends to one of the cutout scenes from The Shining.
No, it ends with a Mexican parade with a puppet of a trans woman on sticks. I'm serious. That's how the fucking movie ends. They all die, and she gets a puppet made of her, and her lesbian.
You're spoiling the whole thing.
Stop spoiling this movie. And honestly, I can tell you this movie word for word, and it wouldn't spoil a goddamn thing.
I wasn't gonna, but we got it. It's just
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this movie, Eric.
I mean,
I've already seen it twice.
You never seen it coming. You'll be here, and when you know, it's gonna be from penis to vagina.
Surprise movie, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You realize there's a preview before I joined the meeting, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Pretend we're doing something else.
Oh man, Eric, we're watching Lethal Weapon. You should come watch Lethal Weapon with us.
All right, we're gonna watch the Rocky movies again.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up again, Kyle and Eric, is because the lead actress is in the news for some very spicy anti-Muslim statements made on Twitter. Like,
yeah, I saw that. I was
like, I'm sorry. Is it just my impression, or is there more Muslims in Spain?
But what I noticed is like those are old. Remember when it was okay to criticize Muslims?
Yeah, after 2001. Yeah.
No. Yeah, but like it went all the way to like 2000 and I would say 15, 16.
Dude, he also commented on the COVID-19 vaccines.
It was up until the left aligned themselves with the Muslims, which was a pretty recent development.
I was gonna say Kyle's exactly right, and I remember it when Trump did the Muslim ban. That's when all the left went against.
Also, he called George Floyd a hustler. I'm feeling so conflicted by this person, Eric. He cut off his dick and got fake tits and calls himself a woman now, but he's saying all this big shit.
Dill's a big fan now.
He cut off.
I can't trust it. I mean, I'm assuming he's still into women. That's the part that always confuses me when they become a woman and they're like, no, I still like puss. Like, I thought the whole point of this was to get dick down.
if you cut off your dick, how are you still in?
He might still have his dick.
Do we know if it was already a woman when it said those things?
Yeah. There's pictures of the tweets, and it has the woman's name and the picture.
But if you go, at the screenshots from the time.
Okay, I will pull the screenshots back up.
Because if you go nowadays and you look back, you can find the tweets, but the name of the person is gonna be the current one.
They transitioned in like, I think if I remember, it was like 2014 or something like that. So some of these are from 2016. Some of them are from 2021. So it's kind of all over the place. Like, it just seems like a very long history of this. Like, kind of, Islam is marvelous without any machismo. Women are respected, and when they are so respected that they are left with a little square hole in their face for their eyes to be visible in their mouths, but only if she behaves.
Yeah, so the Muslim ones are like from 16.
Yeah, that seems like the Muslim ones were mainly from. She wrote one on COVID-19. So the Chinese vaccine, apart from the mandatory chip, comes with 2 spring rolls, a cat that moves its hand, 2 plastic flowers, a pop-up lantern, 3 telephone lines, and €1 for your first controlled. I don't know what that last part means. And then during the 2021 Oscars, the year a black actor and a Korean actor were among the winners. More and more in the Oscars are looking like a ceremony for independent and protest films. I didn't know if I was watching an Afro-Korean festival, a Black Lives Matter, or an 8M. Apart from that, an ugly, ugly gala.
Dude, really, who watches or cares about those award shows?
The reason why that's funny is because he's up for Best Picture right now at the Oscars.
Yeah, fuck them.
Got 13 nominations.
Here's my thought about that whole thing is like the movie's already came out and made what's money it's gonna make, except for like residuals later. So
yeah,
like,
but there's still the Oscars aren't until next month. They're still campaigning, so this shit coming out now might kill their fucking bid for Best Picture. So honestly, I hope they still go with it.
So profit wise. What does that do?
There's no profit, Eric. It was released on Netflix. There's no fucking profit.
So it's just a money laundering scheme.
It's Oscar bait is exactly what it was. They probably put it out in like a handful of theaters for like 2 weeks so it'd qualify. And then they...
No, you know what it is? No, it's a tax write-off. These fucking companies make so much money. They're like, hey, yeah, we'll put this in that entertainment account. And that's it.
Well, the studios kind of think of it as them buying acolytes
and stars.
Well, like the more Oscars your studio has, the more prestigious it is. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. And the movie, Eric, was made by a renegade auteur. Don't you know?
I have no idea.
It's what it says in the fucking trailer. They call him a renegade auteur, some French fucking F-slur. It's so funny. Dude, this movie is like everything about it's fucked in that. Like, for example, when they're introducing you to Zoe Saldana's character, you find out she's a legal assistant, right? She's like a lawyer for like one of the big defense attorneys there in Mexico City. And her first song is her working on the closing statement for her boss, right? So she's like typing and singing. Then you get to the trial, and you find out the person they're defending is a man who brutally murdered his fucking wife.
What?
And she's like a little torn about it at first, and then she hears they win, and it's like, oh, forget that shit, we won.
She was asking for it.
You're like, oh, so from the get-go, you're telling me this woman's a piece of shit. Okay, I got it.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like a mixture of the 2 shows, Mad Men, and then God damn, what was that Netflix show with Pedro Pascal and Pablo Escobar and all that? Narcos. Yeah, it sounds like a mixture of Narcos and Mad Men.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar was fucking Juanita Escobar.
Yeah. Pablo went to the jail and cut his wiener off. It's a very interesting movie. And the weird part about it is, like, the moment you start getting bored with the movie, something fucking absolutely batshit insane happens. And you're like, what the fuck? You're like stunned by it for like 5 minutes. And then like, you're like, oh, I'm getting bored again. And then something even more batshit. Dude, Amelia Perez gets kidnapped off camera. And they're just like,
stop telling the whole story.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you. I can't.
And you already did it once.
And Selena Gomez is so fat in this movie. She's so fat.
Was she crying about the Mexicans?
Eric, here's a little meme I got from the movie. Because this movie's in Spanish, there's a lot of subtitles. Let's see, where was it?
Muy bien.
I guess.
Eric knows Spanish.
So, here's a little meme. I did not alter what she said at all. I just merely added the meme part. Okay, so. Me, I miss you, babe. Her, my pussy still hurts when I think of you.
Why does she look like a younger version of that old blonde lady from American Horror Story?
Because she's essentially becoming a Consuelo before our eyes.
Wow.
It's pretty terrible for her. I really don't give a shit.
You know, too. I know your intentions were good, but that's not how memes work, right?
That was perfect. That worked great.
Yeah. Who laughed? You?
I laughed pretty hard.
Yeah.
Great.
Can make a meme like me looking down. Whoa, what a big dick. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good meme, right?
Nah, hey.
Hal says I'm genuinely concerned. He talks about this movie. Hi, Hal. Hey, sweet.
Hey, Till, since
don't worry about me.
Kyle's got the right idea, but since he's been getting fat, go what a big belly.
I'm a fat dude.
No, Kyle's would be like, Kyle, looks down.
I'm just not a crackhead.
Where's
anymore.
my dick?
It doesn't matter if I'm fatter than you. I still have eyes.
Yeah, Kyle. Stop being so fat.
Yep, I can see fat.
He's fat and lazy. Look how he lounges.
I always done that.
No.
Day one. That's how I do it.
You become more lazy. You become more vertical over time.
Now that he's getting fat, he's going to have to get used to holding that back up.
What I started doing was sitting sideways. That I started doing.
And that's a very womanly thing to do.
You know...
It's okay. You know what? Here,
my fellow
I showed some people this earlier.
My fellow Americans.
Here's a little message from Donald Trump real quick.
Wait a second. I have a health thing for Kyle. All right.
Okay.
With all that extra weight, you're not going to want to do that anymore. You don't want to twist your back with that extra weight.
You damage your hips with all that fat. Yeah. It's not good for your joints.
Just telling you.
My fellow Americans, I have just signed an executive order that declares Kyle White is a tranny-loving, foot-fucking taco nigger who lets a angry redneck named Ray Wombat clap his cheeks.
Damn!
Wow. That's,
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
harsh. Kyle, what'd you do to him?
Relationship like that.
I don't know what you did, Kyle, but I'd watch my back. You know, I heard recently Vivek was actually, you remember his famous tweet? He was actually in Brazil when he made this tweet. Did you know that?
Well, he looked at all of us and was like, yeah, Americans suck.
He went on Andrew Schultz recently. He went on Andrew Schultz recently to chat, and of course, Schultz, being the shithead he is, decided to give him a little rundown for the shit.
The better. And if you think about it, Silicon Valley, right, has been at the bleeding edge of the American economy for the last 20 years, just by market capitalization, by innovation.
All right, first of all, I want a side view of his head. because I'm pretty sure he's dealing with the same male balding pattern that I am, and that's why if you look at the side view of his head that I just saw, that's why it's like spiked back in the middle.
Oh yeah,
So
he's got that deep V.
When you start balding, you pull it up.
Okay, so here, what's going on is like I'm losing hair around here, but I still have that front patch. So you got to kind of tie it together.
No, what he's got is called Vegeta head.
No. I'm telling you, he's got thinning hair in a circle around that front right there.
Sure, but like he's got deep V Vegeta head. Like he's got that giant fucking forehead, tiny little face, and that
what's funny is, you know that guy, that crazy fucking leftist from, I think he's on MSNBC, whatever. He looks just like him, but the hair is like gray, and it's higher.
Sanjay or whatever, the guy
something like that. Yeah.
The guy that went on Joe Rogan or whatever.
Nah, was he on Rogan? I don't think so, but he's one
Sanjay
of the
Gupta?
crazy ones.
Yeah,
crazy
Sanjay
shit.
Gupta. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
the weird like guru guy.
Yep. Well,
Yeah,
he's
fuck
not
that guy.
guru. He's the medical guy from CNN.
No, he's a fucking like fake.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
Sanjay Gupta is a fake guru guy who claims he's a medical doctor, and he's neither.
Oh. I don't know. All those names sound the same to me. So.
Yeah.
I think the Ohio River Valley can be the
You want to bring Silicon Valley to Ohio.
Even one step more than that, to go to the next level where Silicon Valley isn't in terms of production.
Whoa.
Because I do think that's going to be the next wave of actual true innovation in America, is actually producing semiconductors.
But how do you do that? You think you just like get a lot more H-1B visas in Ohio?
Yeah. It starts with rolling back.
How do you do it with these retard Americans, bro?
We just got retarded Americans in this country. There's no way we can figure out engineering. Four of us right here. Yeah, we got four retards right here trying to figure out what the managerial class is. So you know we're too dumb.
You know what the sad?
Who are all these people?
So you got Andrew Schultz there in the center. You got
ball liquors. Ball liquor number one.
Yeah,
that's the only person.
Black ball liquor.
So here,
and Middle Eastern ball liquor.
This is Andrew. This is Oshkosh Bagosh. This is Justin Baldoni, and that's DJ Academics.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't say that one now because he's a child molester.
Academics at what?
The child molester
Not
rapper?
real things. Yeah.
Academics at talking to kids. He's a real DJ disrespect. You know what I mean?
That part is yes. We're actually some people.
Dude, did you hear Dr. Disrespect got monetized to get back on YouTube?
I did see that on ROTC. Wow.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with YouTube? What is wrong with you people? You're just gonna allow a predator on your fucking platform?
But I think what ROTC's joke was, didn't Rumble just pay like a bunch of money for him?
Absolutely. Dude, them like signing Dr. Disrespect was the reason why I was like, I'm stepping away from the whole Rumbles and locals thing. Like if we start doing paywall shit again, we'll probably move to Patreon because fuck Rumble. Like, dude, you gonna like, it's one thing to be a scumbag like YouTube.
I've been away for like over a year.
Dude,
so
do you know what happened with Dr. Disrespect?
I do know that he was messaging underage teenagers
and admitted
like
it.
That. Yeah, I did see that on Twitter, and that's fucking.
So YouTube yanked his monetization. They should have nuked his channel. They yanked his monetization, and then Rumble gave him a huge deal to stream over there, and he's been barely cracking 2,000 fucking viewers. And now YouTube is giving his monetization back. Like YouTube, like it's one thing because they're a fucking evil company. Google's evil, but Rumble's supposed to be all about. Viewers? Dr. Disrespect, he would barely crack 2,000 viewers on Rumble.
Oh, okay. I don't keep up with Rumble, but on YouTube, it was.
On YouTube, I think he was still up in the like 20s or 30s. I don't know. Yeah.
So then I have another question that just like popped up into my head while you were saying is like, all right, since he's already involved with sexually messaging teens, and if the new president actually does release the Epstein client files, Mossad and the CIA are going to need new operatives. Diddy's in jail already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are they going to reach the young kind to get those sweet young children?
Yeah. Dude, like, that guy, Cash, is supposed to be being confirmed for, like, I think the head of the FBI. He's, like, saying that he's going to make it a big point to, like, go after these child sex trafficking rings when he takes over.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, like, the FBI looks like they're fucking scared.
Dude, like, there should be zero tolerance for that.
Mm-hmm. Should just shoot them on the site.
We're a first world country.
Right.
There shouldn't be child sex trafficking.
I say there should be expedited sentencing for cases where there's like you literally catch the guy in the act.
Dude,
expedited sentencing, blow his head off. Right there.
All right, like, you know how, like, back in the day the FBI went about all the bank robbers all across the nation and everything? Like, I would be totally fine in 2025. They're like, all right, who even really robs banks nowadays because of all the security and all that? We don't need to worry about that. Let's just close down these child sex trafficking rings, okay? That's what we need to focus on.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what's gonna happen. There's like a huge power shift that's happening right now, and I'm hoping it's gonna be for the better. Here's what I had this thought today while I was working. Remember yesterday we were talking about China, or was it yesterday? Or maybe the day before that. China released that open source AI. What is it called? DeepSeek. And that pretty much just like completely deflated the whole, American AI, like government funded, run by Altman and all these motherfuckers. Like, if Trump was as smart as some people think he is, a very clever move to force China to release this AI that you might have an inkling they already have, and to force their hand to make it open source as to kneecap any efforts you might be doing towards a private AI. If you wanted that to happen, the way you would trick China into doing it is by saying you're going to sink $500 billion into...
You really...
I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but if he was that smart...
or maybe you didn't understand.
Kyle, do you have to be condescending about everything? Is that just the Brazilian way?
Yes.
Did Brazil invent condensation?
Wait, I haven't finished the condensation. Also, maybe if you didn't smoke so much weed.
Fuck you. Smoke whatever I want, goddammit.
Stop being a dumbass.
Also, okay? Kyle, this is crack. So, fuck you.
Anyway, but the whole deal is that they already released it open source. That's what I'd spend like 10 minutes explaining.
I'm saying
there's no forcing. They already
I'm saying there is a universe out there where them releasing it, like I said they did, like you talked about the other day, was what Trump wanted to happen, and that is why he said he was going to sink $500 billion into a privatized AI here with like the Altmans and the Ellison guy.
All right, maybe Kyle will agree with me on this point. Is first of all, both governments have probably had it for like 30 fucking years, and they're just letting us have a little bit, just like they did the internet. When the internet.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if Trump was capable of the 4D chess, a lot of people like say he's doing all the time. These QAnon motherfuckers. Trump's doing 4D chess. If he actually was, that would be a 4D chess move. Because not only do you get the AI released open source, and it runs at like a fraction of the processing cost of the other ones, you get that released, and you fucking kicked the shitheads, the technocrats in the fucking dirt. Because they wanted to control it.
You know, I really hate.
You know what I'm saying?
I really do hate how people use the 4D analogy.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's just
that thought occurred. I don't think that happened.
Negotiation.
I don't think that's what happened here.
When you're negotiating like high dollar contracts and projects and everything, there's a back and forth, and all right, you send your price first, and then they go, oh, can we do a little bit lower? Well, maybe if we do this, then you send another price back. Oh, well, can we lower if we do? It's a whole negotiation thing.
Yeah, I get that. I'm saying that this would be, if you wanted this to happen in order to prevent something terrible like a privatized, super powerful AI that you sunk $500 billion in, if you wanted to not do that, but you wanted to make the people who wanted that think you wanted that so that you could fucking get the upper hand on them, that would be a move to do. I'm not saying he did that, but if he was clever, that would have been a fucking move.
The deal is, let's say China, in your scenario, let's say China didn't release it open source, but it just put the product out there.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even need to like do any like threatening move, because all of those companies would figure it out how they did, and they would
reverse engineer
eventually because it's not just China that steals technology. That's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, I've been saying we should steal more of Japan's technology for years. They got some crazy shit. You know, they got toilets that talk.
Yeah,
why don't we have toilets that talk?
I mean,
they still know how to do precision. Like,
are you saying they need another nuking?
But they kind of stagnated. They haven't invented much.
Need some
all those robot
atomic motivation.
They've been shown to be all fake, like all pre-programmed. They just make them look cool and all that. They're not innovating anymore. They're kind of stagnated.
But they have bars with tanks in them.
I figured as soon as we started English dubbing Dragon Ball Z, we own Japan.
That's how we steal it. Yeah. That's how we steal it. All right, let's finish this little clip with Andrew Schultz and these motherfuckers.
People say that. What do you mean? Some people say that. Some people say that there's an IQ differential. What's that? He's sitting right here, the guy who says it. No, actually, so to the contrary. Okay, yeah. Because I said this in my now infamous tweet.
He got half.
That was all me. The next the problem with me with my tweets is nobody else reads them before I put them out. That is all me. Fire them off.
Kind of feels like Vivek's jumping on the sword here a little bit, doesn't it?
Nah, this is the equivalent of him trying to be a street guy. That's what this is. The only thing he didn't do talking to those other people on the other side besides Andrew Schultz was say it with a soft A. That's about the only thing he didn't do it.
Yeah, he got a safe face. Eventually, he was gonna.
What I'm kind of hearing here.
This guy is a nerd.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is a fucking nerd, and
no, he's a dweeb. Nerds actually know things. Did you hear him play Fair East? It was fucking terrible. What, you got fucking hammers for hands?
What?
He's terrible at piano.
Well, I don't understand a single word that you said in that previous sentence.
Fair East is a song that you play with your hands on a piano, but his hands play the piano like they're sledgehammers trying to.
But did it play?
You like my Fair East?
Did it play Sledgehammer?
No, but that would have been a good choice because Fair East is a very basic bitch. What are you, an 8-year-old girl doing your first recital playing Fair East? Get the fuck out of here. Give me some Obla Di Obla Da. Can you play that? Huh? Indian man? Huh? Can you play Obla Di Obla Da?
No, but he can play To Lick.
We're making this up. We're making this up right now, right here. Indians have no rhythm.
Oh, that's not. That's a thing. That's a real.
Have
thing.
you seen their fucking music videos?
It's terrible.
No,
they have no rhythm.
No,
they have their own rhythm. Not saying
it's not real rhythm. It's pseudo rhythm.
They have their own rhythm. Was the best description ever.
It's like if someone having a seizure tried to count in time.
They have their own rhythm.
To say,
That's what Kyle says about white people too.
It really sucks. Although I do like some of their movies. The one with the Indian Elvis that is like a Terminator that can like replicate and he turns into a giant ball and then eventually a snake.
That's why that's why in America there were so many white rock stars before, and now there's not.
Because that's not true.
Those were the only white people with rhythm in America. Then Jimi Hendrix came along and said, "You guys have no rhythm."
Eric, white people stole the rhythm from the blacks. That's why the black people can't do it right anymore.
I mean, I think you're talking about a different kind of white people when you say who stole it from.
White adjacent, as they say. Anyways,
back to this.
And if Ohio State's in the championship game, you're like, all right,
when you have a busy year and you're on vacation with your family, maybe put down the Twitter account for a little while.
Where were you on vacation?
TikTok Jack, take my phone.
We're in Brazil.
He was in Brazil, Kyle. It's a goddamn conspiracy.
Of course, he was.
Wait a second. You have enough money to have a family and go on vacation? What America are you living in?
The America where he ripped off a bunch of people with a fake medical company.
Oh, and I was just like, you saw them working, you were like, nah, these motherfuckers.
Well, so Last American Sam Squash says, "Way to go, Kyle." It's all your fault, Kyle.
The thing is, the thing that pissed me off is actually a lot of people started saying the thing that you were saying, which is that actually there's some IQ differential in other countries versus the U.S. I don't think so.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, with every race, country, and everything.
Africa's not even on the scale.
Oh, God, I imagine not. I mean, there's places there that haven't recreated the wheel that we invented.
There is, I will say, there is some overlap.
Those niggas are still using sleds.
There is some overlap, Eric, in IQs between Nigerians and old grandmas, old white grandmas. There's a little overlap there.
Okay.
Because Nigerians are notorious for ripping off old white grandmas, and they get them every fucking time.
So the oldest people that are still alive in their community are probably the smartest. Okay, yeah.
No,
okay.
They're probably the dumbest because they have no context for the normal for the average.
Oh, you know what it is they've already gotten fucking jungle dementia.
I would say older people are wise in ways of being happy and like mindset and things like that. But when it comes to anything practical, nah, they might as well be children again.
Well, I would say practical, primitive ways.
Yeah, like they're really good at like life advice. You know, like
I understand how sure it's
telling Kyle to shut the fuck up while in the middle of
Africa.
Sentence. You know, those kinds of things.
Nah, it's a dumb sentence. I don't care.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Like, it's easy to talk about Africa who fucking doesn't even have schools properly because they don't have even fucking states and all that. But like, how can you not look at America and how dumb the new generations are? Like, absolutely retarded, and be like, oh, okay, so when you fuck up education, people get retarded.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Brazil is a westernized country, and y'all are pretty much the same, except for the fucking poor people.
No, but I'm not even talking about Brazil because honestly, it's gonna get to a point where you guys might go lower than we are. You know, with the level of retardation. I'm not even talking about this. I'm just talking overall.
I agree that the ruining of Western civilization in America and everything has affected all westernized countries because, you know, we are, I hate to say it, we're the person that puts the thumb on the scale.
Yep. This is why we need to bring back beating our children. That's right. I'm talking about with belts, paddles, rocks, sticks. We need to bring back switches. You need to make your children get their own switches.
More than you.
Yes, that's how we save America, is we beat our children again. That's what I'm talking about. So the good Lord wrote in the book. He wrote in the book, he said, spare the rod, spoil the child, and you're going to be a shithead. That's in Matthew, I think.
Anyway, we argued this before.
Hey, I have a little something for you, Kyle. Ready? Do you know the cartoon Animaniacs?
Maniacs.
This is the average IQs.
Uganda, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt,
oh, yeah.
and
Thank you, Ken. 7'5" is considered retarded.
And Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algeria. Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea, Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Mayor, and Cayman. Tunisia, Morocco.
Wow, that's
No, it's funny
catchy.
that you ignore all the ones that are like 80 average, while America it's 80 average.
Morocco was 83. Yeah.
The West's 80 average. No.
So we're making a difference. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Good for us. We're making a difference, y'all.
IQ from the new generations in America is 82. Orangutans have an average of 86.
Where are you getting this information from, Kyle?
And Brazil is in the same boat.
Because that'd be a drop of like 50 points.
Yeah, because it is. No, yeah, sure. Yeah, the average IQ in America was 130.
Yep.
You fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because,
sure.
Kyle, it's what we're called better. Yes, that's right. America is just better.
It's been between 90 and 100.
He always takes it so seriously.
Yeah. The average was 130, sure.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes, Kyle, it was.
1%.
You're right.
The 1% of the population was 99.
No, that's bullshit because last time I took an IQ test, I was like 121.
See?
So I'm in the top 4. I'm in the top 14.
Eric is a certified genius.
No, Till, you're
certified genius, and that's just the average. He's just a regular guy.
Till,
I'm not even gonna pull my dick out because I don't want to humiliate Eric. Because the only people who talk about IQ are dumb people.
No, Kyle, you're in the same.
I know my IQ, but I'm not gonna say. But just know that
Kyle,
Eric...
listen to what I'm about to say. Is that 121 means I'm the dumbest of the top 14% or some shit like that.
I'm not even gonna say my. I'm never gonna say my IQ.
It really,
I really need to.
Nothing. It just you have to be able to retain knowledge. That's all it is.
Yeah, problem solving skills. That's pretty much it.
It's a dumb argument.
And where are you getting this 83 number? I mean, it has dropped significantly, but according to this, the last survey, it's the average is 98.
I don't know where you getting that, but that's fine.
Google. NCH stats.
Can I argue? Is that by age? Because I said the new generation, the Gen.
Yeah, that's the latest generation.
Whatever.
Males 99, females 97. Women are getting dumber.
Well,
I've been saying it for years.
We shouldn't even put them in the statistics.
Right?
They're fucking bringing our country down. I swear to God, Brazil doesn't fucking register women's IQs because they don't matter.
It's true. Why even?
That's why their median IQ is higher than the.
Oh, Kyle, Nacho sent you a clip real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Ever done is work. Stop it! All you've ever done is work to ruin my life. Well, now I'm finally gonna fight back. Fuck him up, Eric. But you can't.
Fuck you, Kyle. Oh God! All right, you guys ready to get to the main story tonight? I've got actually right before we go, I do have a video. I have a short video before we get off the Vivek thing. I do have a video of a party that Vivek attended in Brazil. Have you guys seen this yet?
No.
Okay, check this out.
Why does this seem so satanic? I'm waiting for the Jesus statue to turn upside down. Is that the bat signal?
No, that's the Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
No, that big spotlight. I thought
Is this the wrong place? I don't know. What are those cities?
Is that priest a DJ?
Yeah.
I'm a.
Kyle, you need to apologize for your country.
Turns out
right
Vivek
now.
is a Christian.
You know, this country with the higher IQ decided to throw a raid in front of a big, huge, historic Jesus statue.
I would turn it down so they could hear you better, Eric, but it breaks the illusion of us being in a nightclub. Dude, check out this fucking fat bald guy DJing.
Why does he have a... Dude, why would you even
Because he's a priest.
Nah, fuck that.
Is this how they do church in Brazil?
Yeah. I get now why
it can't
went
be
Catholic.
a new church. Hey, Kick Boy, it can't be a new church because that's like a very historic Jesus statue that they have in fucking Brazil.
Kyle, have you heard of this guy before?
Nope.
You've never heard of DJ Priest or whatever the fuck he's called?
Fucking Priest Trent Reznor.
What is DJ in Portuguese?
Dude, he's just stealing Trent Reznor's gimmick. That's all he's doing.
I mean, I love that he's doing like Catholic chants with like the fucking club music, and he's just up there like, with this fucking little collar on his headphones.
Okay.
That's fucking great, man. I fucking love that. All right, let's get into our main story tonight, guys. That's right. The Justin Baldoni case. We got some new info. I, unlike Kyle, watched the Candace Owens reporting and got the best bits for our watching pleasure.
Couldn't care less. Oh, yeah.
You're the one that sent it, Kyle.
Yeah. I was gonna watch
Kyle,
that shit.
Kyle, it gets better. We thought this story was already funny enough. So a little recap. Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife, did a movie called This Is Us.
Wait.
How are you already needing to stop? What?
Sexy Blake Lively. All right.
Okay, whatever. Blake Lively did a movie called This Is Us about domestic violence with actor Justin Baldoni, who is also the director of the film. He was the lead actor and the director. Okay? Now, at the same time, Ryan Reynolds was filming Deadpool in England. Okay? And he put in the character of Nice Pool to make fun of Baldoni, who his wife was stealing the movie from. And we're going to hear some details that she gets some people involved that honestly I didn't expect. I didn't know these people were friends. I don't really follow this shit. So I was like, oh shit, really? But we're going to find out. This whole thing was Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively being mean girls to Justin Baldoni. And there's a fucking voicemail that Justin left that is the cringiest, fucking sad, most lacking of testosterone thing I've ever fucking heard. And he deserves everything Blake Lively did to him, because just this voicemail alone will go, this man deserved it. He did this to himself. He allowed this woman to come in and take his movie from him and fuck it up. And the funniest part is, she didn't even care. It was all just, like, from the way it looks, it was all shits and giggles for her and Ryan Reynolds. They just did it because they could. Which makes me like them more.
It also proves even more Hollywood is just like people that went through high school and never grew up.
Yes, absolutely. especially Blake Lively. But it's like, dude, okay, we're gonna get to this shit. We're gonna start here. So this is what was the name of this one? This is so Blake Lively took a very pivotal scene of the movie, this rooftop scene, and she rewrote it. Right? Keep that in mind. She rewrote the rooftop scene. We'll just refer to it as the rooftop scene. And she had Justin come over to her penthouse to talk to her about it, right? And when he gets there, who's there waiting for him but Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift?
What does that matter?
Well, Taylor Swift gets whatever she wants.
And
well, no. He's the director, right?
Exactly.
So I would be like, I don't give a fuck what you say.
You would think that's what would happen. But as I said, all of this is his fault. He had multiple opportunities to nip this shit in the bud, but he capitulated at every turn.
I don't know, like the way I would be like, all right, yeah, I'll take your input. And then if they kept forcing it, and then eventually I'd be like, you understand, like, I'm the director. I direct you. Don't tell me how my movie
says to her, like, hey, this is amazing, and I love that you're so passionate about this, but, you know, we're not going to use all of this. Some of this is good. We're not going to use the rest. So she then invites him in this time frame.
So this is where she had said in the pages. He said, I like some of it. We're going to use some of it. We're not going to use the rest of it. So that's when she invites him to the penthouse.
To her penthouse, where he gets ambushed by Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, peer pressuring him by telling him how much they just love and adore Blake's rewrite. You remember?
Wait a second. Was Ryan Reynolds banging Taylor Swift and fucking Blake Lively?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Taylor Swift isn't really like something that I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. But I mean, just
forget it on a threesome. Come on,
reckon it threesome. Blake Lively with sexy Blake Lively plus Taylor Swift. I guess she can lick your balls or something.
Well, it was shortly after all this, because this was in 2023, like early 2023. Shortly after this, when she got with that Kelsey guy, right?
I guess I don't know.
I don't really keep up with that timeline.
Who are you asking?
You, Kyle. You're supposed to keep up with this shit. God damn it, Kyle.
Remember this part of the story, right? That's the big T Swift element. Oh, we just love it. She's amazing. She's so talented. And he gets back to her and says via text, like, hey, you really didn't have to bring your A-list friends. I liked what you did. There was no reason, to include them. And she kind of meets him with silence and then writes this long message to him, an incredibly long message that I'm not going to read in its entirety here, about how his response didn't make her feel good, right? And he's trying to tell her, like, I think you're great.
So all of this that happened to him are because a woman said, you hurt my feelings with how you responded.
And why did he respond further, or why did anybody respond further?
Because it's Blake Lively. Like, she's got clout when it comes to Hollywood. And all of this, the whole reason why she did this movie is because she wanted something to tie into the launching of her makeup line. I'm serious. That's why this is all funny. All of this, she tanks this guy's fucking dream. He loves this book, Eric. He was so in love with his fucking domestic violence romance book, smut novel, that he wanted to bring it to the silver screen and spent years of his life to do so. And he let a woman destroy it for makeup.
I got a makeup line that's coming out at JCPenney's and Macy's.
He deserves everything that has happened to him. every single thing is his own fucking doing. It is his job as the director, and I think probably executive producer and writer, to control his talent and to make sure they make the movie that is supposed to be made. Not to disrail it and make it a fucking ad for makeup.
Normally, I wouldn't say this about like the Hollywood male actors and everything, but all right, so like she was already been married to Ryan Reynolds and everything, right? And does she have one of his kids or something?
I think they have a couple of kids together. I'm not sure though.
All right, so you cannot tell me that Ryan Reynolds, the guy that makes a shitload of money as blockbuster movies, was not, and the type of person that he comes off of, he was probably needling that in her ear.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. He was stoking the fire the whole time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why he's also being sued, because he absolutely was like, "Yeah, baby, get him, fucking get him, get this fucking F slur." You know what? So here's something that happens. I don't remember if I made
makes me like Ryan Reynolds,
right?
even more.
I'm saying like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds win. If I'm the judge, I'm like,
dude, Hollywood couple number
wins
one.
on account of being hilarious. So one of the things that because Blake Lively like wrestled Final Cut away from Justin Baldoni. One of the things she added to the cut,
wrestled the Final Cut away from
because
the director.
He let her walk all over him, and then she went to the studio and went, "I'm in charge now," and they're like, "Yeah, it seems that way."
Damn.
So she got Final Cut, dude. So she basically neutered the movie, like the actual point of the movie, which it was a movie about domestic violence and getting away from your abuser, that whole fucking stupid bullshit. And it completely she undercut the entire message of the movie by re-editing it and like basically softening all the shit so she could get her like, you know, fucking 30-something girls in to fucking watch the movie so she could sell the makeup. Yeah. So, okay. So one of the funny things is, in the credits of This Is the End, Candace Owens brings us up, and we're not gonna watch the clip. I'm gonna paraphrase. We don't know if Justin Baldoni knows this is in the credits, but in the credits, in the special thanks to, is listed someone known as Gordon Reynolds. Do you know who Gordon Reynolds is, Eric?
Who's naming anybody Gordon nowadays?
Well, I'll give you a little hint. Gordon Reynolds, if you go to the credits of Deadpool Wolverine, Gordon Reynolds is the actor that is credited for playing Nice Pool.
Okay.
Which Nice Pool is the Deadpool variant that has the top knot, the man bun, and it's all like, I'm gonna start a female podcast to monetize feminism.
It's Deadpool white with his hair.
It's libtard Deadpool.
Come on, Kyle, that was dig at you.
So in the credits of the movie that Blake Lively stole from Justin Baldoni, she puts a special thanks to Gordon Reynolds, aka Nice Pool, which is a character that is specifically there to make fun of him.
Dude, what is that? Is that like a ghost name that writers use or whatever?
It was just it's like a goof. It's like, I don't feel like putting my name twice.
I'm wondering if a company got paid for that credit of Gordon White.
No. He Ryan Reynolds got his rate. He got paid pretty handsomely for all that. So he was like creative director, kind of like he was the one like running the show. Like there was a director, but he was like, he's a executive producer and producer on the movie, and I think he even helped write the script. So he's like while the director's actually directing, like, the actors and the cameras and stuff, he's kind of actually directing everything. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here's what my analogy would be and how I'm trying to understand it is like, all right, so like on big construction projects, you have the job superintendent, which is in charge of making sure all the trades show up and do their stuff and scheduling the trades.
Yeah.
Because he knows what's happening actually out there in the field.
Yeah.
Then you have the project managers that those are the people that they have the overall big picture.
Yeah.
And when progress happens, they make sure people get paid and do shit like that.
Yeah. And on a film set, you have something called a triumvirate. So you have the director, the producer, and the cinematographer usually. Those are your 3 top people on set. Now, director and producer are kind of neck and neck most of the time, and the only way you can determine who's actually in charge is by who has the most clout. So say you're a young director, and I know this guy doesn't really do movies anymore. Jerry Bruckheimer comes along and is like, hey, I want to produce one of your movies. We're going to make a cool action movie. You are the director. You are dealing with the talent and stuff like that. But when you have that much bigger of a name who's your producer, he kind of still has last say on everything. Like, he's guiding you. He's kind of giving you, like, directions to go, and you fill in from there as the director. Now, say you're like a Steven Spielberg, you're top dog on the fucking set no matter what. Because, like, you're Steven Spielberg. You know what I mean? Like, you've been around for a billion years and molested a bunch of children.
Well, that just sounds like a difference of why they hired you.
Yeah, the movie industry is a very weird thing that way.
What you just described is hiring an average manager that you're going to have to micromanage for a little bit until he gets good.
It's not even that you're hiring them to micromanage. It's ego shit usually.
In comparison,
this is my
to
picture.
Hiring a CEO that has already built companies, and that's different between Steven Spielberg and
Eric, that's just the internal struggle. If it's a big studio picture, so you might have like power struggle between the director and the producers, but you'll also have a power struggle between the production and the studios. So like you have an executive producer at the studio whose job is basically to oversee the movie on behalf of the studio to make sure that it stays on schedule, everything like that.
And budget, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you call project manager.
You're constantly the power dynamics are constantly fucking all over the place. Ryan Reynolds, because he's a megastar, because he's the star of the movie, because he's the writer of the movie, because he's the producer of the movie, he kind of has like the most clout on set. So while the director, he probably is pretty gracious to letting the director do his job and not like interfering too much. But at the end of the day, like if something big comes down, we need to go talk to Ryan.
I get what you're saying because that would be like when somebody is big money showing up on a huge construction site.
Yeah.
Like, that dude's the one you need to make happy.
Yeah. S. Texas says she stole the movie because she wanted to be credited with a PGA as a producer. She's an awful bully. Well, if that's what she wanted, fucking she got what she wanted, I'm sure. Because, I mean, if you're the man and the director and you allow a woman to bully you, that's your own fault. Either put your foot down or fire her.
Yeah, but dude, let's not kid ourselves. If you were in his position, you're just a fucking C-list, god-awful podcaster, nobody, and you fucking make a movie.
No, Kyle,
I get where you're headed, Kyle.
And you and she invited you to the penthouse with Taylor Swift, but put all this fucking pressure and like her and Ryan's influence is gonna get this thing to places. So I know you're gonna say you were gonna do better and you were gonna resist the pressure and we're gonna put Ryan Reynolds in his place. Dr. Till.
Ryan Reynolds has no place on that set.
Yeah,
he's busy in England.
No, he has.
No,
sure,
he doesn't.
Fine, but he has the big dick in the whole thing. This whole movie probably wouldn't be on the ground if it wasn't Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds,
Kyle,
and all that.
I totally get what you're saying.
You think Baldoni has any pull?
He has no spine. That's why he's in this position.
My deal is I hate everyone involved. The movie's probably shit. Either one of the cuts is gonna be shit. And I know you're a fucking Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool dumb simp. Ryan Reynolds, if you guys forgot,
about them.
He scammed a bunch of people. Remember when he made that fucking cell phone chain plan
Mint Mobile?
thing?
I had Mint Mobile. It was actually pretty good.
But he scammed every one of those people.
All right, so let me tell you
I got a phone. How was I scammed? I got exactly what I promised.
I want to say how Aladdin should have handled it.
Aladdin?
Okay. That's his name, right? Aladdin?
Baldoni? Justin?
Aladdin Baldoni?
Justin Baldoni. His name's just Justin.
Okay. All right. So when he got ambushed from Ryan Reynolds, what's her name, and Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
He should have been like, all right, this is how you walk. And you go, all right, are those two going to go scissor and we'll talk about how your wife's ruining my movie?
Dude, he should have.
That's honestly, the way you should have handled that.
Usually, when people are bullies like that, if you stand up to them, they fucking back down pretty easy.
I guarantee you.
I feel like if he would have dressed Blake Lively down on set.
And if you, just by the message I read there and all that, the dynamic wasn't this was his movie. This was her movie, and he was given the opportunity to prove himself as a director and an actor.
It's the other way around. He got her as basically a way to get the movie funded. That's why he probably capitulated so hard, because he, like you said, he is a C-lister, but he spent years working on the script. He wrote the script. He has been with this movie the entire time. She was hired in the casting stage, and she was specifically hired because her star power would hopefully get butts and seats. That's why he keeps capitulating to her, because he's like, I don't want to fuck with the big draw to my movie. Who's going to come see my domestic violence movie if I don't have Blake Lively in it?
I'm not defending him. His mistake was putting it on the A-list.
His mistake was trusting her.
His mistake was existing. I hate all of those people.
We can agree to that, Kyle. You want to hear the voicemail?
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is funny. I don't think the whole thing is funny.
I think the whole thing is fucking hilarious.
These are all horrible. These are all detestable people.
Kyle, all of this, like, I'm gonna get to it here in a second. We're gonna play the voicemail first.
They are all detestable people.
They are. Okay. Yes, I agree. All of this is way funnier than anything I could have possibly imagined.
Honestly, I haven't laughed since the beginning, bro.
Well, you don't seem to laugh about a lot. I don't know. Do you need to get laid? Like, what's the deal?
I laugh about a lot. Just not.
This is pretty funny, Kyle. I don't know, maybe it doesn't translate to Portuguese.
Maybe I laughed. Yeah, that's probably it.
Lighten up,
I have
Kyle.
a high enough IQ.
Lighten up. No one ever said
I laughed about the scene itself. The thing was.
Wait till I get to the prestige. There is a prestige to all this. This isn't just mindless meandering, Kyle. Trust me here. Okay, this voicemail we're about to listen to alone is hilarious, because it is like I said, the least testosterone filled voicemail I've ever heard a man's voice.
Not exactly the way these people deal with each other, all the fakeness, it's all unbearable.
Yeah,
the way she was talking to him. The way she writes, probably the way he's gonna talk to her. If we've seen anything from his podcast, it's just cringe beyond cringe beyond cringe.
So okay, we're gonna listen to this voicemail real quick, all right? Because this is pretty funny.
I want to start with an apology, man.
He's doing the podcast. He's doing the podcast on the phone.
He's doing the podcast. Dude, that is the worst way to start any.
He left the voicemail. You know why he left the voicemail?
Because he didn't want to write a book back.
No, because he's man enough.
Because he's man enough.
Man, I Reading the second part of your message, my heart sank. And I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short. And you worked really hard on that. I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect. I'm a very flawed man.
He's talking like this. Kyle, he's
I
fucked up. Eric, listen to this horseshit.
As my wife will attest. Damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And
he's complimenting her on the ambush. You fucking F-slur. Like, have some goddamn spine. Like, a little, please.
I'm sorry, like, I hate the very fancy suit with, what is that, like a white mesh t-shirt?
Yeah, I don't like the pink suit. That's fucking lame. It's like, we get it. You're a giant walking vagina. We know. We can see your face.
No belt.
We should all have friends like that. Aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together is unbelievable. Talk about energy and just a force. All three of you. I want to start.
Dude, this is so fucking embarrassing.
Hate.
This is so embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing.
As if that's how you felt and they knew that, and we should all have friends like that. Aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet.
You got the same eyebrows as you, Kyle.
He does kind of have a very Kyle look to him. If you just went shaved and like let the 5 o'clock shadow grow out, Kyle.
No, just
that's what you're
and maybe worked out and wasn't so fat again.
That's what you're thinking about.
Maybe if you weren't so fat, you know.
Well, no, it's because you're also wearing a hat trying to hide your fucking eyebrows.
I'm the least fat person on the show. How has this become a thing?
I don't know, Kyle. Maybe if you weren't so fat, you're like,
how has this become a thing?
You're getting fat, dude.
I'm the least fat person on the show.
Dude, like, I've heard the camera adds 10 pounds.
Guys, make sure you share the link to this show on all your favorite social medias and you hashtag it Kyle is fat. Anyways.
That's fine.
Because it's really good and it's going to make the movie sing like you said.
Oh, no, Kyle, I'm not even drinking beer anymore. I'm drinking water. What are you drinking? Butter?
I didn't know Eric had water. I thought all you had was beer.
I mean, one could hope.
And I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I am so sorry you have been through what you've been through with
Mr. D-Ball Money says the K in Kyle stands for kilos. Lots and lots of kilos. I'm fucking joking, metric. Come on, you bastards.
These other filmmakers and producers or whoever.
He says the camera adds 10 pounds. Kyle ate 12 cameras.
No, that wasn't fun.
No, that was pretty funny, Kyle.
The people were that you worked with. It just pissed me off.
I'm sorry, Kyle. English isn't your first language, but that was funny.
I know the camera ad swayed joke, but that wasn't it.
Well, stop eating cameras, Kyle. Jesus.
Really?
Weird.
Cameras are expensive, too.
I'm just still kind of blown away that this is the industry that we're in and that you've experienced that as a woman. And
so she claims that on previous projects that her contributions to the script had been pandered and pushed aside, and it's really important to her that she feels her perspective as a woman is taken seriously. And that's exactly the right thing she needed to say to manipulate this femtard. Oh, your womanness is being threatened? Allow me to lay down face first in the puddle for you. Fucking
all I'm saying is Blake Lively can still get it.
Ken says, don't listen to him, Kyle. You're just big boned.
How are these
I don't
fucking fat retards called?
Hey, Kyle, I'm sorry that our ferocity and tonedness is making you feel insecure, but you know, it's just it's good genetics. You know, good genetics.
Pounds and pounds of loose skin.
I'm not fat like Ken said. I'm just big boned.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I have all this bone marrow inside of my limbs and everything. It makes me fat.
Nav says Kyle is fat with a PH. No, Kyle is fat with a hard F for faggot. Anyways.
Need to say it, but that's not at all going to be or will be. And hopefully it's not been the experience
A
with me.
double F. Fat faggot.
There's nothing more exciting to me like that.
Louisa Mello says Kyle has this positive, happy Brazilian vibe all over him.
For now on, we're
90
for now on, Kyle will be,
Dude, I don't want to say why I'm kind of grumpy today because it's just gonna feed into the
Ken
fat
says
thing.
you got that fat anger he's been hearing about.
I think I ate something that kind of upset me. Upset myself. So I'm not even like. It hurts to laugh. Actually, it hurts to laugh. So that's why I'm kind of grumpy. But I don't want to say it. I didn't want to say it because it's just gonna make it worse.
Kyle's like, I ate some bad ceviche today.
God damn it. No, it was beef parmesan.
Hal says stop eating fatties.
Wait a second.
Fuck y'all.
No, Kyle, fuck
Be
you.
nice to her.
Did you just,
she touches my pee-pee. Be nice to her.
Kyle, clearly, did you just say beef parmesan?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what that is.
What's the grass for $1 on Rumble says, what's wrong, Kyle? I thought that Brazilians were supposed to be jolly. Well, thank you very much, Professor Grass. And here is your drop.
I'm looking at its tiny pee-pee.
Anyways.
So Kyle.
What? You said it.
In the United States, we have chicken parmesan and veal parmesan. So I don't know what beef parmesan.
It's like that, but poorer.
It's beef.
Or a tiny baby tortured cow.
No, it's you don't know good food. So it's a steak of like a piece of beef, cow meat.
Yes.
Breaded, fried, then cheese and tomato sauce.
So wait a second. So was it a calf, a baby cow that was only allowed to live in a little cage and then slaughtered?
Like a little igloo where it doesn't ever see the daylight?
So you guys are out there eating fucking not veal parmesan?
Why are we talking about? We gotta get back to this video. We're running out of time, guys. We're running out of time here. We gotta get back to this shit. We're almost done.
He's eating.
Do you think people are eating veal on a fucking weekday and a regular fucking?
Yeah.
Get the fuck up.
Yeah, Kyle. In America, it's called freedom.
Yeah.
Duh.
So
yeah,
Till,
sure.
You know what
fucking
he's
taco eating, fat ass taco eating, Taco Bell chugging motherfucker. Gonna talk to me about
so
real
fat,
food.
how come you're the one with the hashtag, huh?
No, that's fine.
Hey, fatty, be quiet real quick. All right. So Till, you know what he's eating? He's eating cube steak, country fried steak, and putting Parmesan and tomato sauce on it like a bumpkin.
I mean, that does sound pretty good, though.
Class. You
don't even know what kind of beef it is, dude.
What kind of beef is it?
Is there multiple kinds of beef?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
a lot of different
Is
cuts.
it a porterhouse? Is it a
I just say beef because I don't know the names of the cuts, and also last time I checked, trying to figure out what cut it is. And I figure you guys cut not only the names are different, but you cut it differently. So that kind of shit is hard to figure out how is the proper
That's
thing.
You guys just cut chunks.
I'll just say it wasn't the most expensive. It wasn't the cheapest. It was a mid grade. It was a mid grade beef because it was just a regular meal.
You guys just cut
middle
chunks
class
out
cow.
of the cow and put it on a skewer. That's all you do. That's Brazilian barbecue.
Shut the fuck up,
all right,
dude.
enough of the interracial wars. We gotta get back to this Justin Baldoni shit.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta finish this voicemail.
I get to work with Blake Lively and have her, all of her. I mean, that's
Oh, sorry.
what I want.
Hit a
And so
button on
there's
accident.
been no hesitancy with me sending you the final draft file. I am totally fine with that. The only reason I didn't send it today was because I was trying to implement and add your notes into my working draft, which is already like I'm.
See, he's already talking about how he's changing his fucking screenplay to capitulate to her.
Dude, we're not even. This is a voicemail, right?
Yes, this is a voicemail.
All right, you've already said like 15 words too much. Voicemails are made for, hey, this is me. Call me back at phone number.
Yeah.
Do.
Kyle Warden Gordon says, Kyle, you're not you when you haven't eaten an entire monitor lizard deep fried in butter.
This is the equivalent of sending somebody a wall of text.
No,
Yes.
that one I really didn't get. What's a monitor release?
First of all, I don't know what year this is, but it's probably recently. So first of
This
all,
was 2023.
If somebody leaves me a voicemail, I'm going to be irritated already because that's what email was.
What if I call you and leave you a voicemail, but like instead of saying things, I just play you a song on my acoustic guitar?
No, you want to make it gayer
Why
than
don't you
fucking
step out
Baldoni?
from the edge, my friend?
You figured how to make it gayer than it was.
I'd be like coming home from work one day, and Eric would just be standing in front of my door, like, "Hey, what's up?" He just kicked me down the stairs.
No, he'd be like, "Well, no, too. Let me see that guitar. Let me see that guitar real quick."
He would just Spartan kick me down my own
Break
stairs.
it over.
Like, what the fuck is that for?
Just let me hold that.
Don't ever leave a
guitar
song
just for
as a
second.
voicemail, you dick. I'm like, you really? You flew all the way out here for that?
Hey,
Yes.
Jill,
I'd be like, "I want to buy that guitar. It sounds so cool. I want to buy it. Let me see. Let me test drive it real quick." I really like the sound of it.
Smash! Smash! Smash!
Blam, blam, blam.
I'm all over that draft right now. So I hope you're feeling better. And give Ryan my love. Thank you for.
What? Did you tell her to give another man your
Wait,
love?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Give Ryan my love?
What?
Huh?
What? I'm so confused.
What kind of love are you giving his wife?
But Tony says Till says Till is an expert at making things gayer than they already were. I have a skill.
I didn't say it. You said
For
it.
sending me that. It means the world to me that you trust me with your feelings and your thoughts like that. And
God damn.
I can't wait to spend more time with you. Okay, I'm done.
my
Cutting
God.
myself off. Good night.
Wow, even Candace Owens embarrassed for this guy.
He should do that literally. Cut himself out.
Yikes. That's what. Ooh, yikes. That's that wasn't pretty, dude. Like that was hard to listen to.
Dude, I'm gonna thank God right now that I've never left a voicemail like that to anybody, any woman or anything, because that sounded so desperate, dude.
That was incredibly desperate. So, okay, so here is the prestige. We're gonna get to the prestige
Here's the crazy
of all
part of that
this
entire
all.
thing.
Shut up, Candace. Not ready for you yet. So, now I'm gonna remind you guys of the details here. She rewrote a pivotal scene, the rooftop scene, and pretty much guilted and peer pressured Justin into changing his script, and they filmed her version of the rooftop scene because it was so important to her that she contributed to the movie, right? Not just as an actress, but on a what you call it, like a artistic level other than just her acting. She wanted to be involved in the writing, right? So she did the whole, like, that long text message saying how it was very important and how she was always getting panned and not taken seriously in previous projects and yada, 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 fucking feel sorry for me, blah, 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 right? So he capitulates, does it. She takes control of the movie. All the other shit happens. And I want you guys to see what that all resulted in. Okay, so this is going to be a clip. She's gonna kind of recap this, and part of it will be a clip from a interview with Blake Lively on the red carpet at the premiere of This Is Us.
Here's the crazy part of that entire thing. I didn't pick up on this yesterday. I did not pick up on this yesterday. That entire scene that we just watched, okay, of this is my writing and I've been treated bad and this is my rewrite. This is all about the rooftop scene. Fast forward to the day of the premiere of this movie on the red carpet. And shockingly, Blake Lively says Ryan Reynolds wrote the scene. Okay, so he gave her what she wanted, included her scene, shot the scene, and then him and the producers found out on the day of the red carpet event on August 6th, a year later, in August 6th, 2024, that, haha, JK, Ryan was behind the entire scene. Take a listen to what Blake Lively tells E! News at this event.
Ryan's here tonight. What is it like for the both of you to be promoting major motion pictures at the same time?
Oh my gosh, it's just so thrilling in our house right now. We help each other. We work together so much.
Heavies, doesn't she?
Are those cutouts?
No, those are really them. Those are really them.
They look like cutouts.
His head does look weird, right?
The iconic rooftop scene in this movie. My husband,
like I said, she's got some heavies.
Wrote
Even all wrapped up tight like that. Fuck.
Hold on, she's about to drop the important detail.
Oh my gosh, it's just so thrilling in our house right now. We help each other. We work together so much. The iconic rooftop scene in this movie. My husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that.
The scene that she went through so much to make sure it was put in the movie because she wanted to contribute to the writing of the movie herself. She wanted to refine the scene and make it better. She didn't even write it. Ryan Reynolds did.
Well,
dude, this has all just been Mean Girl shit, and it's so fucking funny. And dude, all this was on purpose. This has to have been on purpose. This has to have been on purpose.
Laugh, Eric. Stop being grumpy. Laugh at it. It's funny.
No, you just want me to take the camera away from you, fat boy.
Dude, all of this to get a scene in a movie that she didn't even write. All of this was just to be a marketing strategy for her fucking makeup. That is the funniest thing an actor can do to a fucking other actor.
Yes.
She fucking torpedoed that shit for eyeliner, Kyle.
It was a shit movie anyway, so why not make
I mean, yeah, you're probably right. It was probably going to be shitty no matter what. But the fact that she didn't just torpedo the movie, Kyle. Because of her filings of sexual harassment shit, he's been kicked by his agency. He's been dropped by his manager. I think his production company pretty much had to separate ties with him.
That's fucked up.
I mean, it's pretty fucked up. But if anybody's gonna lose all their shit, glad somebody like him.
He made the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Now he has to lay on it.
Yeah.
You know? He fucking be a male feminist.
But
and you're gonna fucking
from a legal now, while I do think that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are the less hateable of the two, because you're right, it is a hate situation, but they're the less hateable because it's funny. What they did to him is pretty fucking funny. Now, from a legal standpoint, I think this guy might have a pretty good fucking case.
Right. Now, it would be funnier if she didn't do the Me Too stuff. If she stopped before that.
I don't know.
All the other stuff.
Me Tooing a feminist, that's pretty funny. Because they're supposed to be the ones who are above that.
Yeah. I guess.
And I saw a video backing her claims too. So I don't think she was actually stretching that far.
Let's just change the word. It's satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can agree.
If I was the judge, I would be like, "You left this voicemail."
Yeah. Dismissed.
Yeah.
Gay. Yeah, it's I don't know what's gonna happen with that guy. He might never work again in Hollywood. I mean, does that make Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds pieces of shit? Absolutely.
No.
But how many times have I told you, motherfuckers, actors aren't people?
And besides, they're just pieces of shit underneath a mountain of pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least with her being a piece of shit, it's kind of funny and entertaining.
You know what happens with this guy being blacklisted? There's going to be like 20 movies of garbage that won't be made.
Yeah. Yeah, like really feminist bullshit.
So, overall, it's probably a good thing for humanity.
Yeah, exactly. I think this will be a net positive. I don't think this guy will ever bother women again. I think his feminist podcast is going to continue without him.
He looks like we don't need that Australian Indian guy making any more movies. The Guardians of the Galaxy. Tata Waititi or whatever.
Oh, he didn't make those. Taika Waititi. That was he made the Thor movies.
The Thor, yeah.
Those really sucked.
Thor Hulk, yeah. So we don't need any more of that.
No.
I wonder if his wife's gonna leave him after all that fucking effort.
Well, probably after him no longer having any kind of money, she might leave him then. All right, so I wanted to end tonight with a short little fun clip. Nothing to get us all hot and bothered or argue about. It's a fun little clip from the latest podcast with Theo Vaughn, where you had Cat Williams on as a guest. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Well, Cat Williams said some wild shit in this fucking interview or this podcast. And here is a little sample. Let's take a look here.
Or coy, baby, you out there.
Oh shit, god damn, why is that so loud?
Kyle, I know you're fat. You're doing the same thing I am.
It's fucking midnight here.
It's not time for these fat jokes.
My chair is like over 45 degrees backwards.
So you're saying you're fatter than you look?
Man, that chairs aren't supposed to go that far unless you're overweighting your chair.
Nope.
He's got one of those recliners that the fat gamers like to have.
Till, why don't you join us?
What?
Yeah, come on, put your arms back. Come on, Till.
Hit play.
I'm good. I prefer to sit like a professional, How's this going to snap?
There. Oh, I love the water. Yeah. I pray underwater, because evil can't access you.
Okay. No. What the fuck is he wearing?
I pray underwater.
I think he's dressed as John Mayer.
After the LA fires.
He's dressed as Black John Mayer.
God damn, he's dressed as two different black people that I don't remember their names. The one guy, Pharrell, and then that black quarterback for the North Carolina football team, Cameron Wade. I don't know. Wade's all black people's last name.
Yeah,
so.
You're talking about Cam Newton.
Cam Newton,
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
Juan Mayer. So listen to what he says here. All right.
I love the water. Yeah. I pray underwater, because evil can't access you underwater.
I'm pretty sure you can.
What?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Cat, who's telling you this? He said, I pray underwater. What do you mean?
I don't know if anybody else just caught what he did, but that is so old school. What he just did.
Ash into glass.
He ashed his
Well, I think that's because
I
I don't think Theo has an ashtray handy, and so they probably just got a glass and put a little bit of water in the bottom for him.
Oh, that's interesting.
A lot of people don't know.
Is that true?
Yeah. And
that's why a child is an amniotic fluid, huh?
Yeah, like water's super powerful, like a living being. I'm sure that soon in the future they will confirm for us that water is a...
Look, I like you, cat, but if I shoot you underwater, you're gonna die.
Has he never heard of sea monsters? Those seem pretty fun. Has he never seen an anglerfish? That's underwater. That thing looks pretty fucking evil.
I wouldn't even say nature shit, because, you know,
I'm not talking about nature. I'm talking about
nature.
Cthulhu. There are fucking eldritch gods under the sea, Kyle. They are the fucking source of all evil in our world.
Sure. Yes. Cthulhu.
Not just Cthulhu. We got other ones, bro.
Or other eldritch.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They ain't cool.
Creature.
They're fucking dickheads.
And besides,
fuck everything up.
Cthulhu ends everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can get robbed. You can get robbed in the water. Give an N-word a fucking scuba dive.
I mean, yeah, you can get robbed underwater.
That's pretty evil.
With those chains underwater. Give
me your scuba tank.
If somebody is a certified scuba diver, yeah, I guess you can get robbed underwater, but it would be very difficult. And plus, I don't carry my wallet down there. What are you stealing my? If I'm spear fishing, are you stealing my bag of fish? You're gonna come down there with a gun and scuba tanks.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure you can get raped underwater.
I mean,
dolphins do it all the time.
It would involve oxygen tanks.
Not if you're a dolphin. All right, let's finish this and get the fuck out of here, guys.
If you're a human being raped, you're still going to need oxygen. Unless it's to death.
Confirm for us that water is a sentient being and that, you know.
What?
What did he say?
He said science is going to confirm for us that water is in fact a sentient being.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think water's sentient. That would be ridiculous.
Well,
it means it knows it's inside us? That would be fucking ridiculous.
Well, no, argument-wise, I mean, it does always follow the easiest path.
But it's because of gravity.
I know.
That has nothing to do with sentience.
Oh, really? Fake gravity?
Oh, let's not do this. Let's not do this again.
Man, it's going to be if they do that.
Well, that's why all throughout history there was all...
Nav says it's sentient when it comes out my penis.
I mean, a very viscous substance like water, it's called self-leveling.
Because of gravity!
Yeah?
What the fuck? We're not doing this flat earth shit again, guys. We've already done that episode.
Always gods of water, just because it's such a powerful force. You know? Yeah. God is great.
Yeah, I have a trouble out there. I think.
Yeah.
You heard how he ended that story, right?
Theo Vaughn is slowly becoming that guy that on YouTube and TikTok that cooks shrimp all the time.
Oh yeah, salted cracker.
It's salted cracker. Yeah.
Oh, he just gotta fatten up.
That's his Super Saiyan mode. It's salty cracker.
It really is. All right, guys, we have reached the end of the show tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button on your way out. Share this thing on all your favorite social media. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Come join us again. Tomorrow night, we are finishing the Eamon Hillman, Danny Jones podcast. We are finishing Things to Do with Your Eunuch Part 2. That's right. If you haven't yet, go back and watch Friday's episode from last Friday. It was a fucking crazy thing. You're going to learn things you didn't want to know, but it's going to be hilarious. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a wonderful evening. See you guys later. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. It's Flat Earth, guys.
There's no such thing as gravity, and 1,000 years of science means nothing. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. I'm insane and I don't believe in space. Globes are just another form of control. Flat Earth. Flat Earth. You can't